7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1.
Good evening, and welcome back to Hen Sports Night. I'm Anthony, alongside Sean, and this is Season 7, Episode 3. Let's get right into our UD sports updates.
Starting with UD football, the Blue Hens suffered a tough loss to Western Kentucky, falling 27-24 in a Friday night heartbreaker. Despite the loss, quarterback Nick Minicucci threw for over 250 yards and rushed for 3 touchdowns, while running back Joe Silver continued his strong play with 102 all-purpose yards. Delaware now sits at 3-2 overall and will look to bounce back against Jacksonville State tomorrow night.
Men's soccer comes in with a 9-1-1 record on the season. They recently suffered a road loss to Denver, losing 2-0. They look to bounce back when they host Newman tonight.
Women's soccer has been on a roll lately, entering the week with a 10-1-4 overall record. After dropping their CUSA opener, the Blue Hens responded with back-to-back shutout wins, 2-0 over Jacksonville State and 4-0 against Kennesaw State. They'll look to keep that momentum going when they host Liberty at home on October 19th at noon.
In college football, one of the biggest shocks of the season came Sunday when Penn State announced they fired head coach James Franklin after 11-plus years in Happy Valley. In other college football news, Indiana defeated Oregon 30-20. This win was not only the program's first ever win against a top 5 team, but also it secured its highest ever ranking in the AP poll at number 3. More on college football later in the show.
In the NFL, there are no undefeated teams left after both the Eagles and Bills suffered surprising losses. Philadelphia dropped back-to-back games to the Broncos and Giants, while Buffalo dropped back-to-back games to the Patriots and the Falcons. More on NFL in a post-game style segment later in the show.
Over in October baseball, the playoff field is down to 4 teams. In the American League, it's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners for a spot in the World Series. Both clubs are looking to break through after strong regular seasons. On the National League side, the LA Dodgers will face the Milwaukee Brewers in what should be a tight, pitching-heavy series, as these 2 familiar foes face off to see who will make it to the World Series.
And finally, hockey season is officially back. The Florida Panthers raised their 2025 Stanley Cup Championship banner in front of a packed house in Sunrise to kick off the new NHL season. Fun fact, the Panthers did lose to the Flyers last night.
That's all from us on Desk Updates. Also, happy birthday to everyone's favorite EP, Dylan Devine. Now let's throw over to me and some of our fellow cast members trying to play tennis with a special guest, Real Talks only, Rachel Newman. HSN segment, HSN tries, and today we are doing tennis. To conclude the video, Dylan and I are going to face our expert Rachel, and then Mendy and James will be facing the expert as well. And Rachel will tell us who is a better listener and a better student.
I think we're gonna win just because we have so much
Chemistry.
passion. We have so much passion and chemistry.
Honestly, I think she might have given 3% what she had because we had two people who could not make contact with the ball. I'll keep them nameless, but Anthony, you can put them right here.
James definitely had the best performance today. I mean, he comes from a bit of a tennis background, so a little bit of an advantage, but I mean, he's got the mechanics. He hits the ball pretty well, so definitely top performance goes to James.
All right, we're here with Anthony. Anthony scored one of his very few points against Rachel this season. That Anthony, what was it?
It felt great. It was electric, but you know what? It was dumb luck. But anyways, I think that's enough from us tonight out here. We filmed at night. Content's content. But thank you guys for watching another HSN Tries Tennis Edition. Now let's throw it on over to Thing 1, Thing 2, and their special guest, Jake O'Donnell, on the desk for Prime Time.
It's time for We bring the prime to you.
Welcome in. I'm Sam Mendelson alongside Jake O'Donnell and James Gallagher. And do you guys know what time it is? For the first time this semester live. It's prime time! Today, we're bringing to you some NBA talk. We're going to get some hot takes, our stance on who's going to win the East and West and our MVP. Jake, do you want to get us started right away? What's your hot take?
All right, hot take. I think, no, not I think. I know that Joel Embiid is better than any player that's ever played for the Knicks, including those two bums, Carmelo Anthony and Patrick Ewing.
Get out of here.
I get out of
here. Are you insane?
No, I think you're the insane one for questioning me.
Ewing's won a title. What has your guy done?
I'm
hurt. I'm hurt.
No, he didn't. I checked Wikipedia before this. No, he didn't.
He's hurt, right?
Well, Ewing did not win a title.
No, he actually didn't. He went to a title. He wasn't part of the team that won it. But either way, he's made it farther than Embiid ever has. And guess what? Jalen Brunson's a better player as well.
Oh, my God. No, he's not. He's 6 foot, and he has to flop like a fish to do anything.
So does Embiid. You're not even flopping like a fish. You're jumping like a kangaroo. What was that?
Because he's 7 foot and 280, and no one else can stop him.
That's not a fish out of water.
Yeah, it is.
He's 7 foot and 280. No one else can stop him. That's the only way that they can stop him at all.
Embiid is not better. I don't agree with that. James, your turn.
My turn. My hot take is Alperen Şengün is going to win the MVP, and the Houston Rockets are winning the NBA championship.
That is actually believable. His was just his makes no sense.
Oh my God.
I can get behind that.
Şengün. Oh, come on.
What's wrong with Şengün? What are you saying?
He's all right, but come on.
He's baby Jokic.
Baby Jokic. I'd rather have I'm not going to finish that sentence. Considering
who would you rather have? Tell me.
Who would I rather have? My actual hot take, which is Wembanyama and the Spurs win the championship.
What?
That's 100% happening. De'Aaron Fox, Harper, you have Castle, and also Wembanyama's going to win MVP. I mean, the guy's 7'4". How do you block an alien?
He's a block merchant.
He's an alien. He's not a stat player. He's not a stat player.
I could see the Spurs winning the finals because Wemby is a better.
The Rockets got Kevin Durant in the offseason.
Yeah, when he's 38 years old and
Wembanyama's literally better than Michael Jordan.
Okay, everybody. Good night.
All right.
Good night.
He is.
Bye.
All right.
All right, well, now that he's gone, the East is open for the take. A lot of people think right now, because a lot of teams, you have the injuries to Tatum and Halliburton, knocks out the Pacers and the Celtics. Who do you got taking it, Jake?
Out of the East, I promise this is not Josh Harris paying me to say this. I got the Sixers. My completely unbiased opinion. Embiid's back.
How is that unbiased? Do you see what you're wearing?
I just like Embiid.
And it looks like you bought it from the store because it says crypto.com. It even has the sponsorship on it.
Hey, this is the authentic one. This is authentic, not that cheap stuff.
This isn't from China. This is authentic. This is some Mitchell.
Mine's probably from China.
Yours might have been.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Exposing this fake jersey
It's
box.
actually a real jersey. Get it
Okay,
right.
well, now let's get to my pick of the East. It's Indiana. You know, it's still the Indiana Pacers, okay? Just because Halliburton's out, you know, they just have the deepest roster and they have the most ready players with the best experience to continue to move forward. The Cavs, proven chokers. The Knicks, I don't like the offense that they're going to run. I don't think Mitchell Robinson's going to fit into the Mike Brown system. Mendy, I'm sure you got a take on this. That's baloney.
I love how you go Mitchell Robinson like he's one of our big four players. Cat fits the system of Mike Brown perfectly. I think the Knicks are honestly going to get 70 wins, but you know if I have to go,
yeah.
70 wins,
Yeah,
easy,
yeah, shut
easily.
up.
But if, I feel like if I have
Did
to
you
go,
take
like,
over Tony Dean's role or
I
something?
might have, but it's easy 70 wins. If I have to predict though, like you want like my wild card who can come out of the East, I feel like I'm gonna have to go the Pistons. Like that's like my if it's not the Knicks, how do you hate Detroit? I mean, Cade Cunningham, they're gonna get Jaden Ivey back. Tobias Harris, shout out Dix Hills.
Tobias.
Oh, what
Shut
he's a
up.
great
Will you
player.
shut up about
Yeah,
Tobias Harris?
Dix
Tobias
Hill
Harris.
alum. Dix Hill
He is.
alum.
He is.
Gotta
Hills
respect
West
that.
alum.
I don't give a damn about Tobias Harris. Get him off. He's out. He should be out of the league.
He's better than half the players in the Sixers.
Oh, will you get out of
Okay,
here?
well now,
Get
guys,
out of here.
we got to get serious here for a second. Last week, tragedy almost struck, okay? Our honey LaBoo-Boo, LeBron Bron, he announced that we thought he could be retiring, but instead, the greatest product known to man was invented. La Henny, stay thirsty, my friends, and we're lucky to have LeBron for another year, baby. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Mendy. Mendy, can I get your takes on what is happening? How lucky do you feel?
I'm so happy to have LeBron back. LeBron.
Jake?
It's the luck of the Irish.
The
Lucky
luck of the
Charms.
I like that, Jake.
The luck of the fighting Irish, like LeBron.
And Jake, the last thing I want, because you are our special guest, your MVP.
Honestly, I'm going to pick the lame option. I think SGA is going to get another.
Okay.
I really do.
Well, thank you guys all for listening to the first prime time of the year. We're going to now send it to the mini mic package where I hear Welcome Blue Hens is back. Let's see.
Blue Hens! Today we're out here and we're going to be asking people sports-related questions, so let's get into it.
Right now, we're going to be asking some questions about football, and I am here with
Carter.
Bella. And my question is, what team do you want to see in the Super Bowl and why?
The Bills,
And why?
because they got the best quarterback in the league.
You heard him. All right, and what's yours?
The Eagles,
Why?
because I love them.
Yay! All right, there we go. That's our Super Bowl question. I'm here with
Manny.
and
Calvin.
I'm going to be asking, who do you want to go to the Super Bowl this year?
The New England Patriots.
Why?
I mean, that's just my team growing up. I was always been like a Boston/New England fan. So, yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
Tennessee Titans.
Why?
They was my team. They was my team since 5th grade. So I got it. Can't work.
All right, those are some interesting hot takes. We'll take it back to you guys.
Today I'm here with.
Austin Tran, Jordan Brisbane.
So out of these three players, LeBron, MJ, or Kobe, who is your NBA GOAT?
LeBron.
Why?
It's just LeBron. He's just good.
Okay.
It's LeBron, of course. End of the day, ain't no question about it.
Why?
Cause it's Bron.
So what were your guys' thoughts on the ad today?
His announcement was.
Oh my, yo, hold up. Nah, that ad, I thought Bron was ready to retire. I got scared for my man. It was cool. We going to the chip. Lakers, we up.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, it was. I thought it was too, because it's his 23rd season. I'm pretty sure. So I thought it would be kind of perfect if he does retire.
Okay, thank you
But
so
that would
much.
suck.
That's all we have. Today I'm here with.
Ethan Tripp.
Chad Schreier.
And out of these three people, LeBron, MJ, or Kobe, who is your NBA GOAT?
Can I say a different one?
I guess so.
Stephen Curry,
Why?
because he's the best three-point shooter in the world.
Okay, what about you?
LeBron James, just the best player of all time.
What did you think of his announcement today?
I mean, I knew it was being an ad, so I wasn't that worried.
Okay, thank you.
This question is MLB hot takes. What are your guys' hot takes on the MLB 2025 postseason?
The Yankees are selling.
Why are they selling? Why are they selling?
Just losing bad. First 2 games, very bad.
Yeah, what about you?
Yanks are bringing it home.
You think they're gonna come back after 2-0 against the Blue Jays?
My glorious King Judge is going to clutch up and bring it home for New York.
Fantastic answer. I agree. I actually don't agree. Thank you, guys. I'm here with
Connor.
What's your MLB 2025 postseason hot take?
I think the Phillies are going to win it in 5.
Why do you think that?
I just think they haven't played their best, but they got the next 3 games.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with.
Dre.
And what team do you think has the best fans?
What team do I think has the best fans? Delaware football. Come on now.
Why?
Very passionate about not only our team, but our school.
Okay. Thank you.
Who do you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl and why? Yeah, me too. Exactly, the Blue Hens. Thanks for watching. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, girls, for that amazing mini mic package. Today I'm here with Ella, Katie, and Henry to talk all things college football, from the biggest wins to the most shocking upsets. So, now that we've completed Week 7, what game would you guys say was the biggest upset?
Going back to Week 6, we saw the Florida Gators take down a struggling Texas Longhorns team 29-21. Going back to a few weeks ago, the Gators were struggling but have managed to turn the ship around. Florida fought very hard for that win, but definitely got some serious help from some interceptions thrown by Arch Manning. Arch was a predicted Heisman winner in the beginning of the season, but since then, unfortunately, has fallen a little bit short on those expectations.
UCLA shocked what was number 7 Penn State to end their 16-game skid against top 10 teams. UCLA quarterback was responsible for scoring 3 rushing and 2 passing touchdowns. UCLA also dominated the running game, outrushing Penn State 280 yards to 127, and they secured the win by stopping Penn State on downs late in the 4th quarter. After that game and the 3rd consecutive loss in the 2025 season against Northwestern this past weekend, the Nittany Lions proceeded to fire head coach James Franklin and announced that their starting quarterback, Drew Aller, will be out for the season after suffering a lower leg injury. I think we're all wondering what this means for Penn State.
Right, exactly. For me, going back to Week 6, my biggest upset was when Miami beat FSU 28-22. This was upsetting to me because the Seminoles made several mistakes, and they had 3 turnovers on offense, but were able to score 19 straight points to make it a 1-possession game. With 50 seconds left in the game, they were unable to recover the onside kick, which ultimately cost them the win.
Now, I think we've got to talk about the Indiana-Oregon game. Number 7 Hoosiers went into Eugene, Oregon and upset the number 3 Oregon Ducks 30-20 in a hard-fought shootout. Both Heisman contending QBs, Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore, made great plays, but Mendoza proved steadier, throwing for 217 yards and a touchdown. Moore's 2 interceptions compared to Mendoza's 1 were pretty costly for the Ducks. Indiana's transfer running back, Roman Henby from the University of Maryland, also contributed heavily, punching in 2 touchdowns to seal the win.
All right, so now that we got that out of the way, which was everyone's favorite biggest blowout wins?
So for me, a crazy blowout win we need to talk about is Ohio State versus Minnesota in Week 6. Ohio took home the win 42-3, leaving Minnesota with nothing but a field goal. Sayin passed for 326 yards and 3 touchdowns in this game, which left the Buckeyes as the top-ranked team. This marks the 2nd time where Minnesota hasn't scored a touchdown in Ohio Stadium.
I think one of the biggest blowouts from Week 7 was unranked Utah embarrassed the then number 21 Arizona State Sun Devils 42-10. I think it all came down to Utah quarterback Devin Dampier embarrassing the Sun Devils by using his feet to run for 120 yards and 3 touchdowns on only 10 carries. And we can't forget about the Utes' defense getting a total of 5 sacks on Arizona State's quarterback. One can argue that Arizona State only lost because of Sam Leavitt's injury-related absence, but I feel like even if Leavitt played, Utah still would have dominated. Arizona State has now fallen out of the top 25, and Utah has moved on to 5-1 and up to number 23.
I think my most notable blowout win this season so far has to be Miami's Week 3 win against South Florida, where the number 5 Hurricanes beat the 18th ranked Bulls 49-12. Carson Beck put up 340 passing yards compared to Byron Brown's 274 passing yards on the game, showing an obvious offensive advantage for Miami. But before kickoff, Miami was still favored, but with an in-state rivalry and being a ranked matchup, I kind of expected a little bit of better competition from the game.
Now let's quickly take a look at some of the big games this weekend. We've got Ole Miss versus Georgia. Who are we taking?
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs, yeah. You know I'm going to say go Dogs, baby. Come on now.
Toddy, give me Ole Miss.
No way.
Tennessee versus Bama.
Tennessee.
We got to go Rocky Top.
I'll get on that. USC versus Notre Dame.
I'm going to say Notre Dame here.
Yeah, I got to go Fighting Irish.
I'm taking USC. Notre Dame's kind of fallen down. I think an upset's in the cards. Utah versus BYU.
BYU.
I'm gonna go BYU.
Yeah,
too.
BYU.
I love their mascot. Like, he does a ton of tricks during halftime. He's just like the spectacle to watch during the football games, in my opinion.
He's like backflipping through fire. No other mascot does that.
Sign me up. Honestly, I think I could pull it off.
I'm going to take Utah because they went crazy on Arizona State. Now, this has been College Football Talk. Now, before we head it over to Dylan and the cast, I want to remind everybody to tune into ESPN at 7 p.m. tomorrow to watch your Delaware Blue Hens take on Jacksonville State on the road.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Dylan Devine alongside Aiden, Mendy, and Pollard, and today we are doing HSN Tries GeoGuessr. We're going to start right now. As you can see, there's a bright shining light on top of this stadium. All right, Pollard, start us off.
Citizens Bank Park.
Citizens Bank Park. Mendy.
I said MetLife, New York.
And Aiden.
Citizens Bank Park, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Mendy, do you not see the foul pole right there in the picture?
No, I originally did, and I originally did, and in my head, for some reason, thought that was a field goal post. And now, the more I realize it, that's a field goal.
So the correct answer
that was a bad one.
Citizens Bank Park. Next
I going into this.
Hard and cooking.
Look at the next roof, guys. Another iconic roof.
Oh, yeah, this is easy.
Pollard, start us off. What do you think?
This is Madison Square Garden, New York.
All right, Aiden.
I put Madison Square Garden in New York. You see it?
I didn't even put MSG, and the more I look at it, it's so MSG.
Mendy,
it even says it right there.
Mendy, what did you put?
It literally says.
I got really thrown off by the Canadian flag at first. It actually says MSG. I put Toronto, the Blue Jay Stadium, and I just realized it can't be a baseball.
What? You're a Knicks fan.
Are you joking?
You know that we're not. It's not a day. We'll come back.
You're a fake New York fan.
Anyway, we're gonna move forward to the next round. Here, I feel like it's a pretty easy toss-up for everyone watching. Pollard, start us off. What do you think?
All right, I have no idea if this is right at all, but I'm going to say Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Titans.
Okay. Mendy, what you got?
I went M&T Bank in Maryland.
Okay. Aiden.
I said Yankee Stadium because I thought it was like one of the bowl games or something in New York.
And congratulations, Aiden, for being the only person that got Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, the Pinstripe Bowl.
Mendy, you're going to be able to redeem yourself. All right, Pollard, start us off. What you think?
This is TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida.
All right. Mendy, what you got?
I'm forgetting the names, but it's the Miami Dolphin Stadium in Florida.
Nope.
Okay. And Aiden, what you think?
I got Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium in Florida.
Correct answer it is Jacksonville, Florida. Mendy, you do get points for getting the correct
I feel
state.
like these kids, though, like they're using the chat GPT. Like they gotta be.
I'm not.
These are easy.
Like,
These are
I
all
see power there.
stadiums.
Like I see.
Mandy, I'm going to send you a picture of what I have in front of me. And it's going to be a notebook and my laptop.
Moving forward to the next round, guys. I think.
Okay, at least I'm going to get this one.
Don't say that, man. Don't say that. All right, Pollard, what you got for us?
The Xfinity Mobile Arena in Pennsylvania.
Aiden.
Xfinity Mobile Arena, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Mendy.
I said Xfinity Mobile as well in Philadelphia.
First one, all three of y'all got correct.
Yeah.
Moving forward to the next round.
What is this?
All right, Pollard, start us off. What do you think this is?
So I saw the Sabres or Sabres, the hockey team, in there, and I saw the little app on the background, so it gave it away. Citi Field, New York.
All right. Mendy, what you got?
Citi Field.
Aiden, what you think?
Citi Field, Queens, New York.
Yeah, indeed.
What the?
Dude, what?
I actually think I know this.
All right, Pollard, start us off.
I mean, like I see the red in the background, so I'm gonna say Florida Panthers, Florida. I have no idea though.
Okay, Mendy.
Prudential Center, New Jersey, though it's probably wrong.
Aiden, what you think?
I'm gonna say Florida Panthers in Florida because I know they throw the rats on the ice.
Indeed, they do. Look at those rats, guys. Look at those rats. All right. And now, finally, for the last round, Mendy, maybe you have a chance to win this. Maybe if you get a zip code, you'll win. We'll see. There it is. Pollard.
All right, so once again, I have no idea, but the arches kind of give me off like Royals vibes, so I'm going to say Kansas City Royals in Missouri.
All right, Mendy.
So this is completely wrong, but I know Fenway Park, Boston, Massachusetts, and I think the zip code is 02215.
All right, Aiden.
I think it's Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas, Houston Astros.
This is Houston. This is Texas. Mendy in third place, second place with a tight race down the line. Pollard, Aiden, you are the winner of HSN GeoGuessr. Tell me what the feeling is like right now.
I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, Mendy said when I heard Mendy said Citizens Bank Park was MetLife, I was like, all right, I have a chance at winning this one.
And with that said, congratulations, Aiden. Congrats, Pollard and Mendy. Maybe go open up a map and do some geography classes because I don't know if this game is for you in the future. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you three for participating in HSN Tries GeoGuessr. And now back to you guys in the studio.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Emily Brown, alongside Will McCarthy, and tonight we will be discussing one of the very eventful games from this past Sunday, the matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions.
You know, you're exactly right, Emily. Eventful indeed. A 30-17 victory for the Kansas City Chiefs against the Detroit Lions. But let's get right into some game stats.
So as for time of possession, the time of possession is very equal for these two teams. But based on the score, obviously you can see this wasn't a very equal game. So really the Kansas City offense dominated during this game.
Yeah, absolutely. When you get a game with that equal possession time, it sort of becomes a battle of blows, a battle of punches. Who's going to slip up first? It was Detroit, and you see that in the scoreboard as well.
Now, let's talk a little bit more specifically about the quarterbacks because there was a great matchup between the two of them.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at it.
Jared Goff for the Lions. He has a great QBR right now of 72.4, and he's currently first in the league for touchdowns with 14 touchdowns. So even though this game did not go the Lions' way, he really has had a very successful season so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jared Goff, that NFC quarterback, always a threat for any team that goes up against him. But you take a look at the Patrick Mahomes stats, too. He had a great completion attempt ratio, 22-30, and 257 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, just better than Jared Goff in that game. And that extra offense is what we see on the scoreboard because it wasn't a complete blowout, but a close enough victory for Kansas City where that slight offensive edge gave them the victory.
And not only was it a good matchup of the quarterbacks, but also of the tight ends.
Absolutely.
So just to start, for Sam Laporta, 5 receptions, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. Still had a fairly successful game. But really, Laporta is a very effective pass catcher for the Lions offense in general, and he really has shown that this season so far. But for his whole time that he's been with the Lions, that's kind of been the case.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a tight end. Tight ends are always that consistent receiver, the go-to guy that you can always find somewhere in the middle of the field. Travis Kelce, same thing. He put a ring on it with Taylor Swift, and he's trying to put another ring on his hand and get another championship ring, and that performance helping with that already. 6 receptions for 78 yards, that consistent delivery from Travis Kelce, helping out Mahomes as well every time he needed it.
Now, going back to Patrick Mahomes a little bit, is the Mahomes magic back?
Is it? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the Kansas City Chiefs' last 4 games. You look at their victory against the Giants. That was with Russell Wilson. No Jackson Dart magic just yet, but a good win. A win is a win. Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson. A quality win, 37-20 with those AFC rivals. Go to Jacksonville. A tough loss for Kansas City, but that was a sort of legacy game, I'd say, for Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence really played a great game. You go down with the Chiefs and the Lions, the game we're talking about. That makes it 3-1 in the Chiefs' last 4 games. And Mahomes becoming the fastest player in NFL history to reach 300 career touchdown passes, doing so in just 139 games. So if you ask me, I think the magician is back. Patrick Mahomes, the magic is back.
Now, we can talk all we want to about the Mahomes magic, but I think if this play went a little differently, we'd be sitting here talking about the Jared Goff magic. So this was the trick play for Jared Goff and David Montgomery, where David Montgomery was supposed to be throwing the ball to Jared Goff for a touchdown. They were 4th and goal, and unfortunately, due to illegal motion, this play did not count. Basically, the rule within the NFL is that you have to pause and establish that you are back before going into motion. So personally, I don't think this should have been called.
I agree.
But maybe the game would have gone differently if they would have got this touchdown.
I think it absolutely would have, because that was a time with so much momentum up for grabs, you know, for both of these teams. This gave me flashbacks to the Philly special. I actually went back and I watched that, and you look at Nick Foles, when he's in motion out of the pocket, he freezes for just a minute at the end of the offensive line, I guess protecting it from an illegal motion flag. But I just don't like that penalty being used here. You had a really well thought out, well constructed trick play. Jared Goff fighting for the yards, fighting to get past the goal line as well. Controversial indeed, and
it's unfortunate. I think it very well could have shifted the momentum, like you said, Emily.
For sure. Now, just to wrap up today, we're going to look at next week's matchups. So for the Lions, they'll be taking on the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are currently first in the NFC South, and they're 5-1. Their only losses to the Eagles during Week 5. And Baker Mayfield, who is currently an MVP favorite, he has a QBR of 71.1 and is currently 4th in the NFL for the most passing yards. So I definitely think that this is going to be a difficult game for the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, they're serving up baked goods in Tampa Bay right now. Baker Mayfield, an MVP favorite by far. And I think Detroit, they're so hungry after that loss to Kansas City. They really need a win. And now a big-time rivalry against an NFC opponent. I mean, this could be an NFC Championship game preview. This is a massive game for these two teams.
Oh, for sure. And then as for the Chiefs, they'll be taking on the Raiders, who are currently at the bottom of the AFC West and 2-4. So not as exciting of a game, but that is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's episode. Join us next time for episode 4 on October 28th at 8:30 p.m.